Alright, 2K community, let me talk to ya. Yeah.
Rejection by MP.
Taking no prisoners on defense there.
And it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been invited to witness the next generational Frankenstein beast, a God-tier posterizing demon with some of the rarest contact dunks in the game. The type of monster that'll put you straight on your ass and watch you sleep like a little baby. But make no mistake, this is not just another power forward. This is a freak of nature, an aggressive, dominant, and ruthless menace built to terrorize every matchup from day one. So take a seat, grab some popcorn, and get ready, because this walking nightmare will turn you into a weapon that even the 2K gods can't stop. Man, send a rocket, gang. Boom, baby. We making this at the power forward position. For the height, we going 6'8". For the weight, we going 239 pounds. For the wingspan, we going 7'1". Now look, I carefully engineered this creation to be the ultimate weapon on the court with mismatched potential. And with just 10 cap breakers, just 10, you can absolutely turn this build into a slashing beast. But if you got 15 to 20 cap breakers, like me, you will turn this build into a freakish athletic powerhouse. But no matter what route you take, you will be a force to be reckoned with. So before we fully break down this build, I'm gonna need for y'all to go ahead and hit that hype button, smash that like, subscribe, and notification bell. Join the Discord in the description, and be sure to officially become a member by joining the channel, because the grind gang, we here, baby. Man, send a rocket again. Boom, baby. Hit continue, let's get it. For your physicals, speed 85, agility 80, strength 83, vertical 77, with an 85 speed and an 80 agility. At 6'8", you're looking at a man with unnatural versatility that most power forwards can only dream of. Now the two motion styles I've been using is PJ Tucker and Kenrich Williams. Both are elite, but that Kenrich Williams, man, does this bad boy get goddamn bumpy. Whether you're attacking in transition, rotating on defense, chasing down blocks, or exploding to the rim, you constantly flying around the court creating havoc from every angle. Now at first glance, that 83 strength is already solid, but thanks to my shooting specialization cap breakers, we cap breaking that by 2 to an 85, which give us immovable enforcer on goal, giving us the power to absorb contact, bully smaller defenders, bully ball handlers, and become an absolute nuisance on both ends of the floor. And now we get to the part that really defines this Frankenstein beast, that 77 vertical. If you got minimal cap breakers, only cap break this by 1 to an 80. But if you got enough cap breakers like me, then you're gonna cap break this by 5 to an 88. And man, what this build transforms into is an absolute area nightmare. I'm talking elite elevation, rare contact dunks, explosive putbacks from hell, and let's not forget traumatizing blocks to make you say yeah. Now for finishing, close shot 73, driving layup 70, driving dunk 79, standing dunk 43, post control 55. For the driving layup, I went with a 70. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy. Just enough consistency to finish around the basket and punish defenders who think they're getting off easy. Because make no mistake, this build isn't just looking for cute layups. It's looking for victims to terrorize with a finger roll switch. And now the heartbeat of this beast, right now, sitting at a 79 driving dunk. You're gonna either cap break this by 4 to a 93 for gold posterizer with that 80 vertical, or by 5 to a glorious 96 with an 86 vertical for that Hall of Fame posterizer. And if you cap broke to a 96 like I did, then you're gonna max +1 posterizer to legendary, unleashing that devastating power this monster has always possessed. Ladies and gentlemen, This is where the 6'8" freak truly starts to shine. We're talking elite contact animations, most disgusting and rarest of the rarest disrespectful dunks you will ever see in the game. And I only got these type of dunks when I max +1 Posterizer to legendary. So keep that in mind. I'm not saying you can't get it on Hall of Fame, just keep it in mind. But man, I'm talking bodies hitting the floor while you stand over their body. Souls leaving the arena because they couldn't handle the embarrassment. And elite defenders questioning why they even jumped in the first place. Most players are just slashers, pretenders. This animal is a God-tier posterizing demon, a ruthless force of nature built to humiliate anyone foolish enough to stand underneath the ring. And just FYI, be sure to stay tuned because I'ma show all the animations, max plus tiers, and I'ma carefully explain cap breaking options towards the end of the video. Now for shooting, mid-range 87, three-pointer 83, free throws 67, mid-range at a 87, still lethal. You get access to these badges, and once your max +2 set shot specialist to Hall of Fame and shifty shooter to gold, oh baby, you have the ability to consistently knock down shots from all over the floor. We talking smooth pull-ups, deadly fades, and a barrage of shots to make any defenders regret sagging off. Now don't let that 83 3-ball fool you. With Hall of Fame set shot specialist, this is more than enough to become a splash bro in your own right. You'll be hitting dangerous green beans no matter where you at on the floor, even from deep with no takeover. And just to take it up a notch, I got a jump shot that'll take your game from 0 to 100 in an instant. So the base we talking about is Alec Burks. For release 1, choose AJ Green. For release 2, choose RJ Barrett. For the blend, make sure both the top bars are turned all the way up. Now go 71%, 29%. No matter where you at on the court, when you pull up like this and your hands go above your forehead, you see that pause? That's your green window. Release that button and just let it rip. Even if you rhythm shoot, you'll be dropping automatic buckets with your eyes closed. And just FYI, in your settings, on a custom hub, if you turn your shot meter off, you will boost your green window and make percentage. That's what I use, and that's what I recommend. All right, playmaking. Pass accuracy, 76. Ball handling, 85. Speed with ball, 75. With a 76 pass accuracy, this build has more than enough vision to punish defenses for making even the slightest mistake. Because while everyone is busy trying to survive your destructive tendencies, you should be plotting your next clueless victim. You'll be able to hit cutters, find an open shooter, and because of your ability to grab boards like an animal, you'll be able to launch missiles in transition for an easy bucket. And now we arrive at one of the deadliest weapons in this monster's arsenal, 85 ball handling. Nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to see a 239-pound athletic freak with this kind of freedom who wants to attack, and attack with no mercy. Because once this creature starts dancing with the basketball, it's like watching a true basketball guard in an arena. That's when you know it's over. Snatchbacks, crossovers, step backs, explosive lunges. The type of movement that make defenders go into a frenzy because the last thing anybody expects is to get cooked by a 6'8" back-end demon with contact dunks from hell. And when you combine that with 75 speed with ball, good luck. If this build ever gets downhill, it's like a runaway freight train with bad intentions. That explosiveness makes it hard to contain. And with the deep bag of saucy tricks this build has, you'll stay locked, loaded, and ready to fire on all cylinders. Now for defense. Interior defense, 71. Perimeter defense, 87. Steals, 70. Block, 65. Off rip, we're cap breaking block to an 88 for these badges, and then you're gonna max +2 and 1 them to Hall of Fame. And if you got the extra cap breakers, we're gonna take that 71 interior to a 74 for bronze post lockdown. And now we can get down to business. That 74 interior defense may not jump off the screen, but trust me, it's more than enough to get the job done. With these badges combined, you'll handle that paint with authority. Look, I'ma tell you this, don't let the size fool you, because nothing easy is happening while this monster is around the basket. You'll get every bump, every body up, and every contest imaginable. And with that 88 block coming into the mix, it's all designed to make you one hell of a paint menace. Now that 87 perimeter defense, this might be the lowest perimeter you will ever see me put on a creation of mine. But don't get it twisted. This is more than enough for relentless pressure against all ball handlers, especially when we max +2 on ball menace to Hall of Fame and max +1 movable enforcer to Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where the hunt begins. You want to talk about suffocation, especially with that Kimrich Williams motion style? With that bad boy, this build gets real dangerous on bumps and body ups, having ball handlers looking like circus clowns out there. And with a 70 steel, let's just say the acceleration burst this bad boy gets when it's locked onto its target, it's like watching the greatest highlights of Champ Bailey from the Denver Broncos. The speed, the instincts, the ruthless aggression this build displays every time it leaps to the skies is the perfect blend of power and pure chaos. Because while everyone else is still reacting, you're already taking it back to the basket for an easy bucket. And now we arrive at another heartbeat of this beast. That 88 block we achieved through cap breakers earlier unleashes this monster's full potential with an arsenal of some of the best block animations in the game. Trust me, when this 6'8 freaks decides to challenge any shot, highlight blocks become automatic. Weak side rotations become terrifying, and chase down blocks become downright disrespectful. With that 88 block, you'll have the ability to protect yourself and your teammates against incoming slashers and ball handlers around the perimeter and in the paint. I guarantee it. And last but not least, rebounds. Offensive rebounds, 85. Defensive rebounds, 86. The one thing we cap breaking here is defensive rebounds by 4 caps to a 92, giving us these badges. But only cap break this if you have the extra cap breakers. And if you do go this route, sheesh, you want to talk about rebounding? Let's talk about it. That 85 offensive rebound, let's just say this build is an absolute second chance merchant. And while everyone is still admiring that brick that just happened, this freak is already launching himself into the heavens, looking to snag a board like he's a pure paint board beast. Or better yet, yam every putback back to hell. And that 92 defensive rebound, that's nothing but pure violence above the rim. You want to talk about fighting for boards? Then try this hybrid 92 defensive rebounding machine. Bigger builds are in for a rude awakening because the speed, the agility, the vertical all adds up to a level of explosiveness bigger builds wish they had. We talking about a build that can sky over crowds, rip rebounds straight out of traffic, and treat every loose ball like it's a personal challenge. And what follows next is instant fast breaks and your teammate putting the ball through the hoop all day, every day. Now I asked the 2K guards, what do you think? And they said, ooh wee my boy. Now this is a straight up masterpiece. Now you have created a two-way skill stretch and athletic freak with relentless power when it comes to both ends of the floor. Now let me show y'all the animation and dunk package, max plus tiers and elevators. And finally, I'ma go into full detail when it comes to applying those cap breakers. Now here's all my scoring and playmaking animations. Take a screenshot and become a savage animal. Now here's all my dunking animations. Take a screenshot and send everyone to Boomtown City. Now here's what I decided to do with my Max Plus tiers and elevators. For anyone who's wondering what I upgraded first and equipped, make sure y'all take a screenshot. Here's the takeovers I'm using. I'm always creating a custom takeover, and this one has 3-pointer, perimeter, and block, along with that sharpshooter takeover. And lastly, cap breakers. Now I want everyone to understand, I have 20 cap breakers and 2 shooting specialization cap breakers for a total of 22. But this build can absolutely work with a minimum of 10 to 15 cap breakers. And this is how. If you got 10 cap breakers only, you're gonna apply 4 to drive and dunk for a 93 and 1 to vertical for an 80. This gives you gold posterizer and great dunking animations. But you won't get elite contact dunks, which is what I have equipped. You will have to settle for pro contact dunks. Next, automatically apply 5 to block for an 88. This is non-negotiable. If you have 15 plus caps, you're gonna apply 5 to drive and dunk for a 96 and at least 4 to vertical for an 86 to get Hall of Fame posterizer. But if you want legendary pogo stick, then apply 1 more to vertical for an 88. And of course, like I said before, apply 5 to block for an 88. That's non-negotiable. When it comes to defensive rebounds, 86 is beautiful in my opinion. So if you don't have caps to waste right here, then this is perfect as is. Unless you got rebounding specialization cap breakers, then by all means, do what you do, baby. So there you have it, the 6'8" freak, locked and loaded and ready for you to have nothing but absolute fun with. And my advice to everyone, if you make this build, do me a solid favor and send everyone to Boomtown City. Alright, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button, join the Discord if you haven't already, and officially join my channel by becoming a member, because the grind game, we always pushing. And for everyone that's still grinding out there, I salute you. Until then, holla at your boy.